All right, today, Friday, April 24th, we are going to be completing Chapter 12, Lesson 5, and this is called Problem Solving. How can acting it out help you make new shapes from combined shapes? So, if Cora wants to combine shapes to make a circle, and she has these little pieces, almost looks like a triangle, but you kind of have the 2 points and then that third side is curved like a piece of pizza, right? How can Cora make a circle? So we need to find how Cora can make a circle. And we know that we need to use this shape because she has this shape, and we're going to have to use that to make our circle. So show how you're going to solve the problem. So step 1, use the shapes. Combine each of these shapes to make a new shape. So if I take one of these and combine it with another one, so if I have 2 pieces of pizza and I stick them together, what have I made? It's a half circle, right? Like half of a pizza. So now, if I make 2 of those, then that's going to make a full circle. I need 2 of those halves to make a full circle. So we used these to make a new shape, our half circle. Then we used our half circle to make the full circle. Okay, so we're just thinking about the shapes that we can make and use to solve these problems. Okay, so use shapes to solve. Use a square to make a larger square. So you have that shape, so you can use a square to make a larger square. So if I take 2 squares and I put them together, did I make a larger square? No, because a square has to have 4 equal sides. So we didn't make a square, we made a rectangle, right? So 2 squares make a rectangle. But if I take that rectangle, and these are not going to look perfect, and another rectangle just like it. So I'm gonna, for the sake of this, take another 2 squares, and if I take those 2 together and put this rectangle and this rectangle together, did I just make a bigger square? Yes. So that's how you would make a bigger square. You would make a rectangle first with those 2, another rectangle with those 2, and now you have a bigger square. Okay, use a triangle to make a rectangle. Okay, so we can't use these triangles because these triangles all have equal sides, so they don't quite line up like these do. If we were to put them together in any way, they make a rhombus, they don't make a square. But if you imagine, just like up here, if that's the 2 squares being put together, and so really these are your squares, then here are your triangles. So here's the one triangle, and then we flipped this one. So we put those long middle sides together, and it makes a square. So then if we do that and we combine that square with another square, that's what's going to make our rectangle. So there, if you want to see the triangles, that would be where they were laying to make that rectangle. Okay. So that's what you're going to do on numbers 3 and 4. You are following the directions, using the triangles to make a rectangle and then using those rectangles to make the new shape. Using the trapezoid and a triangle to make a bigger triangle. You are able to do that with the pieces you have in your pattern box or your pattern bag. And then use that shape to make a trapezoid. Then on the back, first graders, this is your mid-chapter checkpoint. So this is not something that I want you to get help from your parents. I'm going to explain to you the directions, and then I want you to try this. Do your very best. Try it on your own so that I can see what you're understanding. So on numbers 1 and 2, you are telling me how many sides and how many vertices each shape has. Number 3, you are circling the shapes that you could combine to make this shape on the left. And number 4, which shape out of this, and this, which shape could you make if you combined a square and a quarter of a circle to make this piece? Then you added this piece and this piece. What could you make? So choose your answer. Take your time, do your very best. Parents, I'll put the answer key to this whole packet on Class Dojo. If you need any help at all, let me know.